Hello and welcome to Leckiju Lounge. This is your host Lex, and as Lex Everett once said, Happy Thanksgiving! Hello and welcome back. Today's episode is all about giving thanks and talking about what I'm thankful for this year and possibly what I'm not thankful for as well. We'll just have to see, but grab a snack, grab a drink, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That's what I would be most thankful for. If you would give me a little subscribe or like this video or comment, do your big one. Turn on those post notifications. I post every Thursday, 6 p.m. EST, and today, Thursday, happens to be Thanksgiving. If you are choosing to watch this on Thanksgiving, I love you, and I'm thankful for you. But if you watch this anytime after Thanksgiving, don't worry. I'm also thankful for you. Because a watch equals someone who cares about me, and that's really enough. That's enough for me. So I do ask that you subscribe right here, right now, because you're going to enjoy today's episode. I can predict the future on that. But yes, we're talking Thanksgiving. It is Thanksgiving when this is coming out. So I won't actually be in town on Thanksgiving. I'm super excited to do my whole trip this year because last year was a little bit different. We normally have a huge family reunion, and last year we weren't able to do it. So this year is back to the old casual, and it's basically like a huge reunion. I think I talked about it last week. Ton of people. We've got grandparents, great aunts, great uncles, great grandchildren's. I think that I just said great grandchildren's. I think there's even great grands at this point. I don't know. I think so. Either way, there's just a lot of people. I'm thinking a lot of people are going to show up, but we'll see. I planned my outfit already. It's super cute, and I'll probably post on Instagram some little photos for you over at the venue we're going to be at. So if you want to check those out, my Instagram's at Leckiju and at leckiju.kpop. It will be in the link tree. It always is. You can follow me literally everywhere. Now, before I really dive into Thanksgiving and what I'm thankful for this year, I did want to do a quick movie review. This might have to be a little segment, but the truth is I don't watch a lot of movies, so that's why I haven't made it a segment, but I do love giving my thoughts and feedback on new movies and new shows that I watch, like new programs. It just doesn't happen a lot. I'm somebody who is very into my comfort shows and my comfort movies, so I watch a lot of the things that I've seen already, and it's just rare. It's hard to get myself to venture out and watch something new, but I did, okay, because honestly, the thing is, I had time to this weekend. I had 2 days off, it has been a long time since I had a day off, and not to say that I've needed to get away from my brother, because it's not that, but he also was out of town this weekend. And if we're ever not busy, or if we have free time, we always spend it together, it seems. So we're always playing video games or we're watching something together, and it's such a fun time. I wouldn't trade it for anything. But sometimes whenever he's gone, then it's interesting and nice to think of oh, what do I want to watch and spend my time by myself doing, because it's I don't know. It's just alone time, and alone time can be very fun. Alone time can be scary too, but no, it was all good. And this weekend, I decided I was gonna venture into some films I had wanted to watch, but never did. Because I'm the type of girly who puts my favorite YouTube channels on at night, and I watch YouTube videos, and I just don't take the time for movies anymore, especially longer ones. But guess what I watched for the first time? I watched Call Me By Your Name, which is a very popular or famous film. I wouldn't say it's popular maybe to date, I don't really know, but I remember when it came out, people were crazy for it. People were mad about it. And it was, when did this come out? I want to say it was 2018 or 19, because I remember being at boarding school, which I've talked about on here many times. I think it came out around that time or before, because I remember the girls at my governor's school, my boarding school, were so into it. They were so into it. They were in love with Timothée Chalamet because of the movie. And I put it on like a watch list a long time ago because I was like, I kind of should see it. It seems like, I don't know, significant to queer culture. So I was like, I want to get into it. But I didn't necessarily think I was going to love it. Okay. I'm not the biggest Timothée Chalamet fan. Not to say I dislike him, because that's not it at all. I just have never been like, I'm not super into him in that way. Also, I don't know. I just like, I've never seen something of a movie or show of his that I was like, oh, I love him. I just like need to see more of him. And that's not a read. I think he's very talented and very amazing, but that's just my take. And so, I was like, okay, let's watch it. Let's dive in. And I remember seeing it as like 2 hours or over 2 hours. And I was like, okay, this is going to be a long one. I have to really lock in. But I also saw that it was nominated for what, like an Oscar or a couple awards. And I think Timothy, like got his first award from it because it was kind of his breakout role. And which I thought was super amazing and super cool for him because he was very young. And I understand why he got that. I think he did amazing. But like, there's something, I don't know how to explain this. There's something about movies that earn awards and movies that are nominated for like Oscars and Golden Globes. Like, it's somehow I've never seen any of it. It's always movies I've never heard of. And maybe I'm not cultured in like really modern or very like fresh new entertainment as it comes out. And I'm not claiming to be because I never really thought that I was. However, I would think that like there are so many new movies and new shows that I hear about, but somehow they're never the ones that are nominated. And I'm like, what? Like I never hear about them until after they win something. Does anyone else feel like that? Because I just like, it confuses me, the whole concept of it. And I almost feel with like Grammys and music, it's a little bit more like I know what they are. I've heard of them and I know the people. It's normally not stuff that I listen to. It's hardly ever stuff I listen to. But I normally like know the artist and I remember, oh yeah, they came out with an album back then. But it's just like all the awards in the Academy Awards is just so confusing to me. I don't know. I don't understand it. But basically, that was nominated for a couple of awards. And I see why. But like when I watched it, this is another thing about movies and things that get nominated for awards, is it's like I can immediately tell like, oh, I know why this would be awarded. But it's not that it's the best movie I've ever seen or one of... It's not that I'm so in love with the movie, but I'm like, oh, it's something that they would nominate or that would get an award, which is kind of like, I don't know if that's bad. It's just more like, I want to say classic film, or there's something that seems classic about it, but it's almost like confusing. It's still confusing to me. Beautiful film, but like, it's one of those movies that makes me think like, oh, this was from a book. Which I guess it was like lightly based on a novel, I think. But it's like, okay, this is a book. It's not much talking. Okay. They're always long movies, 2 hours plus, that get nominated. There's not that much talking. There's actually not that much going on. Like it's like casual. The visuals aren't even super creative and inventive. That's why I say it's classic. And I just don't get it. I don't know how to describe that, but like, I don't know. I'm not in the part of the Academy. I'm not, an actor or a movie producer, director. So I don't need to understand it, but it's just like something that I'm curious about. Anyways, let's get into my actual review of the movie. So I thought that it was good, but I did not like the first half. The second half was definitely better. I thought that the first half was a little snoozy, a little bit boring. Like I said, there just wasn't much going on. And it's like, it's that type of movie and story that is a lot told with like slight actions and like subtle movements, and almost like they're not saying anything, but you're kind of supposed to like read their brain, which that acting does take a lot of work, and that's why it's acknowledged. But like, because there's not a lot of dialogue, then it's like, if you're not really paying attention, you're missing the emotions. And I just am not super into that type of thing, because I'm like, I guess I'm dumb, or like I would rather watch something that's just easy to watch, and just like lighthearted fun, and like, I don't know. I love horror. Horror movies are my favorite, which like, I think it's normally understandable. Like, if you do a bad job of acting scared, or like you do a bad job of making the audience feel your fear, that's how you kind of separate good and bad in horror movies. But like, a lot of time it's done by sound and effects, and you know, and sometimes amazing actors who can like make you feel scared with them. But either way, good movie. Good movie. I would rate it good because of the end and because of the second half. I normally don't like a too sad of a movie, but this one, like, I think it was sad because it hit close to home. Honestly, sadly, it hit close to home. It felt similar to a story that I have been through, and that's what I loved, but also didn't like. You know what I mean? It was good, and that's what made me feel emotions. So if I hadn't, I don't know how much I would be into it, because I feel like you can still, like, it depends on, I guess, your empathy level when watching movies. Like, if you can, watch someone go through a breakup, and you've never been in a relationship yourself, but you feel that, like, you may feel that, and you may get very upset over it, and feel that emotion. But I think it weighs so much heavier, I think, if you've been through something similar. And it's like, I don't know, it's also like, it was their age, it was their dynamic a little bit. Like, I felt that Timothy, or Elio, what was his name? Elio. That's such a cute name. I posted about watching it, and a lot of my friends were like saying they were confused that I had never seen it. They're like, what? But I just had never seen it. I think it's been out for 7 years now or something. Wait, 20... Yeah, I want to say it was about 7 years. Crazy. But it was good. I tried to watch this other movie, because this other movie that was nominated for Golden Globe, also 2 hours and over, called Queer with Daniel Craig. I thought that was I remember hearing about that. It came out 2020-something. 2022, I think. And I remember thinking, or maybe it was 2024. I remember thinking, I'm like, I'm going to try to watch this the night after. And I watched a couple minutes of it because I wanted to give my review also in my podcast episode. But I started watching it, and I was like, I can't watch this. I'm bored. And I might go back to it, honestly. I really might. But it's like the way that it was just set up in the first few minutes, and I was just like, I don't know. The story I don't really understand so far. And it's another one where I do have to lock in. And it's like, I like Daniel Craig. I want to see what he's doing in this movie and like how it goes. But I just couldn't get into it. It's a little too serious and a little too quiet. That's how I feel about those nominated movies oftentimes. And yeah, I just wasn't super into it. Not a huge fan, but I might go back to it. What I did end up watching last night was Bad also, but not so long and not so serious that it didn't feel like I had to pay attention. It was called Bros, like bro, like a bro, but Bros. It's on Peacock, I think. Now it was bad. It was bad, and I would not recommend, because I like the actors in it. I mean, it had okay people in it, but it's like, I was just like feeling and catching up in like queer movies and shows, just because like there's a lot that I don't watch, and sometimes I see things about them and I'm like, oh, I want to see that. And this is why I don't. Honestly, this movie explained why I don't. It's just because it's like, it's so in your face about it. And I'm like, this is not fun. This is not funny. Like, it's not comedic to me. And I'm like, I think that gay things can be funny. Like, for instance, on Drag Race, like sometimes it's too much, but sometimes it's funny. Like, and it can be funny. That's the thing. But when it's a movie like that, and it's like, it's not a Hallmark movie, but it's close to Hallmarky. It's like Peacock original type vibe. It's almost Hallmarky, but then it's like dirtier, I guess. And it's like, but it's not funny. I'm not laughing. I think I laughed one time, and I don't even remember what it was about, but it just wasn't very funny. So sorry to the people in that movie, but It just wasn't very funny. And it's not relatable to me, I guess, also. Like, I don't identify with that type of gay people. And I don't want to either. Not to sound like a hater. Okay, that's my movie reviews. Closing that. Let's talk about Thanksgiving. Okay, like let's talk about what I'm thankful for and all those things in general. So I would like to start by saying what my favorite Thanksgiving dish is. If you have one, please comment below. My favorite Thanksgiving thing to eat is probably going to be some type of rice. It's going to be ham rice. It's going to be chicken bog type of rice. One of the two or both. If there are both being served, I will be scooping both. I'm thinking there's going to be chicken bog for sure. Ham rice is a little more niche to find, but I'm very excited for that. That's my favorite thing. We're kind of doing I think there's going to be catering for most of the food, and then everyone brings dessert. So there's going to be a lot of dessert. I'm going to big back. My favorite dessert, that's tough. I'm kind of feeling, because it's Thanksgiving, I'm feeling more of like a banana pudding. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling maybe like a peach cobbler. Hold up. I'm feeling a peach cobbler. That would be so delicious. Or literally anything. Then, let's see. Let's talk about my favorite Thanksgiving memory. I have so many because we've done so many cool reunions where it's like whoever hosts, we've hosted lots of different venues. Like there's been cool churches, there've been barns, they've been like just other venues in general. And like we've had so many good memories. I have cool memories of like this church with this cool castle next to it that was like kind of abandoned. It was like ruins. We could play in it. It was so fun. There was one that had there's so many cool playgrounds at churches too. Like, I just have cool memories of those things. And, oh my gosh, there's this one, what's it called? It's like a family farm, and it's in like somewhere in the middle of nowhere, South Carolina. So there's this family farm. They have such cool, like, I guess it's like just activities out in the nature, but like you can just free roam as well. They have like these little wagon. It's like a tractor pulling a wagon that you ride in with like hay in it. It's just like things like that. It feels so country, but it feels so fun. There's like all types of big tractors like you've never seen before you can get on. There's four-wheelers. There's marshmallows and roasting marshmallows. They're always shooting skeet or something. I'm not, because I never learned how to shoot a gun, and my parents were not gun people either. But like that's fun to watch, I suppose. And what else? I mean, there's just like, it's just fun to be in nature sometimes, and like in that, because it's so natural to my extended family, but so like weird to me just because I'm not used to it, and I didn't grow up in that sort of thing. But like it's really fun. It's fun to like live for a day in their culture a little bit. Like this year is not going to be anything too crazy. Like we're doing this, it's actually like more of a wedding venue. It's called the Blessed Barn. So it's just like a pretty barn, 2-building place, and people would have like weddings out in a barn like that, and we just like eat out there. There's probably going to be like, not like games, there might be some activities, but not a whole lot. It's mostly about eating and just like chatting and mingling and all of the above. It's fun though. It's really cool. And I haven't seen those people in a long time because last year we didn't have it, so it's been 2 years. Now, things I'm thankful for. I'm going to try to stick to things this year, or just like current things. I'm not going to go into like too broad because, I think I just want to reflect on the things that are happening currently and that happened this year, in the last year, that I'm thankful for. Okay, let's see what I wrote down. So, what I'm most thankful for. I put family situation, okay? What I mean by that is, I've talked about it on here, how my family is like at a good place right now. They seem like we seem close. We seem, not like anything crazy, but we just seem like a little more comfortable, a little bit more in harmony. And I do think that that has to do with a couple things. It has to do with like age, like getting older and maturing slash just like being seen more adult, I suppose, and like having an adult, like their kids are grown, their kids have jobs, multiple jobs, and there's more, like, I don't know how to explain that. You understand what I'm trying to say. So there's that. And also, like, I will also say this, that like, because well, where my area of like uncomfortable things would be is where I would like date, like that I think is a big thing and a big part of it. And because I haven't dated anyone in so long, is like that helped. It's almost just because like it's more unspoken, and that just is kind of better at the time. So yeah, it just feels like if I had something going on, like that would set it off balance a little bit more. So there's that. Jobs. Okay. So the main job that I think I'm very thankful for is my teaching job, my dance teaching job, just because it was unexpected, and like I really didn't expect that offer to come from the studio that I had already worked for previously. But they had a teacher move to another job, which like I hadn't heard nothing about, and then they said they had like looked for other candidates and then offered me, and I was like, that it was so much because it's such a heavy schedule, and even since we started, it's become such a heavier schedule. Like I was starting at 2 days a week, and now I'm there at least 4 days a week, just teaching and doing like privates and things kept popping up in the job. But it keeps me so busy, but I'm very grateful for it and very thankful for them thinking about me. I'm thankful for my students in like just working with me, and I'm not everyone's favorite, which is totally fine. Not everyone has to like love what I do and everything I am, but I feel like there's enough respect. There's enough respect and willingness to get by, and that's what I'm thankful for. I of course wish for better, but we'll get them next year. We'll get them next semester. But I do think it's gotten better, and I've gotten more comfortable with the students since the beginning of the year, so I feel like that is great. And yeah, I'm very thankful for that job, but I'm also thankful for, I want to say, my other jobs, like this, for example, I'm not seeing any returns or huge returns right now, but I include this podcast with content creation as a whole because I do market across all my other socials, and I do think of it as a job because it's something that I have to do for myself. It's something that I want to do, and something that I do want to see returns and invest in and things like that. So this podcast, I'm so thankful for. It's something I wanted, and I did it, and I'm still doing it. I haven't given up, and I don't want to, because it's fun for me. And same with like, I would say TikTok and Instagram is not as big, but I'm still working on it, and I want to keep working on it. By next year, I want to be much bigger and more of a personality online. And what other job? Oh, my Mattel job, also very thankful for. It's still going strong. I worked there today. And modeling, which I'll get into in a second. Okay, the next point is agencies. So I want to say a huge thank you to my agencies. That's what I'm so thankful for. I feel like this year is Select Atlanta and Ciotti Toronto, because they just believe in me, and they believed in me. And that's more than I can ask for. That's what I'm so thankful for. I literally sent them a message and an email saying like, hey, I don't know if you guys are going on break this week, but I am very thankful for you guys, and I wanted to let you know that before Thanksgiving, or for Thanksgiving, because it's like, I've explained it on the podcast here before that it's something that I want more than anything. Like, it is my dream. It is so to have one person believe in you. You know, I am my biggest cheerleader. I believe in myself more than anyone, and we know this. Like, no one is my biggest fan other than me, and I know that. But to have other people believe in you in a way that you want to be believed in, you know what I mean? Like, someone could say, I really think you would make an amazing football player. Like, you need to play football. You're so good at it, and I'm not. Okay, obviously. But they say that, and I'm like, I'll be like, oh, thank you. But it wouldn't really mean much to me because I don't want to be a football player. I don't see myself as that. But when somebody, like, when you cast for something that you want to be a model, you want to be accepted into this agency and take that as your career, and like, you want them to help you, push you, and other people like see that vision for you as well and take you on, like, it doesn't matter how much pickup you get. It doesn't matter how much work you get. You have people on your side. You have people pushing for you. And I'm someone who has come from another agency that had that for, I guess, a few months and then didn't anymore and wanted to put me off to the side and get rid of me. And, you know, I don't want to break any ties or burn any bridges with them, but that's just how I feel. So I want to say a huge thank you to Ciati and a huge thank you to Select, because they have believed in me, and that's something that's new that this year in 2025, and it does make me emotional. I was thinking about it earlier, like during my work day, and it does make me emotional just to think that like people believing in you, just one person, like I said, or a team of people believing in you is very powerful. It's very powerful. And I know that it's business, okay? I do know that it's business for them and for me, but I can't help but also think that it's personal because, at least on my end, because it's personal to me when it's something that I care so deeply about and that I am so passionate about, and that is my dream. That is my dream. Yes, it's my dream job, but take the job off of it. It's my dream. It's something I have to do. So, yes, it is very emotional. It's a very powerful thing to talk about. So thank you guys. I have to use my platform to say thank you. Now, next point. ATs. A less serious point. Actually, hold up. This is a serious point. ATs is something I'm so thankful for this year. I was thankful for them last year and the year before that. And it's like crazy how I feel like I love them more and more every year because you get to know them more and more every year. That's why. And they're genuinely just so beautiful and so lovely and talented and like entertaining. Goodness me. Like, at the end of the day, I want to watch something and feel entertained and transported, and they're able to do that for me, so I'm very thankful for them. Their music, their content, their like the laughs they give me, the love that I feel from them. Like, I know it's silly when they talk about like that they love their fans and stuff, but like, they don't even have to say that for me to feel loved. I feel loved by the art that they create. I really do. I feel loved by the content that they put out because they really do it for their fans, and I don't know. It's really cool. I just love them. I'm thankful for them every single year because they're so amazing. I mean, I'm thankful for all the, you know, movie artists and music artists that I watched or listened to this year. But them especially, them most of all, because they just like, they run a whole unit of my heart and my brain. Like, they just do. Okay, next one, dance. Oh, I didn't even know I wrote that. I honestly forgot I wrote that. That sounds so stupid of me, but I'm serious. Dance is something I'm so thankful for this year. And it goes with teaching. It's kind of similar, and that's been my like reintroduction to getting back into dance, I feel like. But I'm thankful for the break that I took, which was the beginning of this year. I was kind of still in break. I did do one guesting job, but it felt like I was in break because I was in no like binding contracts. I was in no companies and stuff like that. And it was not mandatory for me to dance, but I had an experience in April where I had to do a performance kind of like last minute. And I had fun with it. I really did. And I was like, it just made me want to dance. It did. And then over summer, I also kind of had a surge of wanting to dance after watching a concert, an AT's concert, ironically. It made me want to be on stage, and it made me want to be like choreographing and making art. And I think that the week I went to AT's was the same. It was the same week before the concert that I got offered the teaching job. So that was a big week for me. I also bought a car that week. But yeah, teaching has been a lot of choreography opportunity and a lot of dancing along with my students and dancing also for me. And it's been very fun. And I never in past years would have said that I was thankful for dance at Thanksgiving. Never. I have never said that or felt that, and here I am. So, period. I'm sure my parents would love to hear that. So the next one this is my last one that I have written down. I'm thankful for, I have a few people's names written down. So I have Haley, my best friend. She's been on the podcast before. You should watch her episode if you haven't already. I'm so thankful for Haley. She is everything to me. I love her. She's just like, she's there when I need her. She reacts when I need her to react. She sends me voice memos when I want her to send me voice memos, and we always have a kiki, and it's like she takes my side regardless, which I have said to be that can be to a fault, but I appreciate it nonetheless, and I love her nonetheless. So happy Thanksgiving to you, Miss Haley. I love you. Now the next person I wrote down is Ephraim, also been a guest on the podcast. That's my brother. That's my Bookie. I'm so thankful for him. He's literally my everything. Like, I know that sounds extreme. He's my everything, though. At this point in my life, he is. I feel like he just, like I said, we spend all of our time together that we have free, and we just do everything. We play games, we watch things, we literally just talk. If it was up to me, like, our activity would be just talking. So I could talk to him forever. There's no one I could talk to like that. So very thankful for him and everything that he is. Now next I have my other brother, Brock. I love Brock. I'm so thankful for him this year, and along with his now wife, Mish. They got married this year, and I'm thankful for their wedding and the way it went, and them being married is just something I'm also thankful for. It's so cool and so fun for them, and I'm thankful for us growing our family. And the last person I put on here, I'm thankful for. Not that I'm not thankful for other people, okay? Like I said, I'm thankful for everyone who watches this. I'm thankful for my other friends. And if you're watching this, like, I really am so thankful for you. And if we have come in contact, like, I really am. But these are just the few name-written people that I wrote. And I put in my ex in here. I don't know if I should say his name or not. I mean, we know his name, but either way, I won't say. But I put his name in here because I'm very thankful for the relationship that we're able to have now. And despite everything that maybe happened earlier in this year, there was nothing bad. Like nothing terrible. But I didn't think that we would have the relationship that we do now, honestly. I'm glad. And I'm glad that I'm thankful for him, like, reaching out and wanting to basically talk it out. Wait, the time we talked it out this summer actually happened the same week that I got the car, got the offer, and went to the AT's concert. Really big week. But yeah, we just did that, and we've been able to be more friends since, and I'm very thankful for it. He's still a good friend, I feel like, in my life that I like to talk to, and it's fun, and I'm very thankful for that. So on that note, I do want to hear from you guys what you're thankful for, so comment below, and then I'm going to take a break and come back with more submissions of what you guys, the viewers, are thankful for. I was trying to think of if there's anything that I didn't write, because like I left more space to write more of what I'm most thankful for this year. But honestly, like I think that covers it. Like I talked basically, that's all the points of my life that I'm very thankful for. Obviously, there's smaller things. I wish I could say that I'm thankful for a new relationship or thankful for the new love that I've met, but there's honestly nothing at the time. And I think that's it, right? If I think of anything, I will come back to it. But basically, on my Instagram stories at Leckiju and at leckiju.kpop, I put on my stories that asking what you're most thankful for this year, specifically this year. And I got some responses because I was really curious of what you guys are thankful for, and I just put a few in here. Okay, now the first one, oh, I just tossed my pen. For those of you who can't see, I just tossed my pen or accidentally let go of it, and it literally did a flip and landed in my trash can. Hold up, let me dig her out real fast. Okay, work, get back in there. So yes, the first one, not so serious. They said, you in this outfit, diva. Thank you. So I posted on my story, it had a photo of me from the wedding in my fit that I wore to the wedding. And it was a corset. It was a really fire outfit, but they just said they're thankful for me in that outfit. So I really appreciate you. I really do appreciate that. That's sweet. But moving on. The next one said, my few special friends keeping me smiling. Very sweet, very sweet. And I agree. Because to me, it's like that, for me, that is the people that I mentioned, especially like right now in my life. I'm able to really connect with Ephraim, of course, my brother, and Haley, my best friend. And they are the people who like keep me going, you know? And it's like whenever I work, so when I work at the studio, like Haley's also a teacher. So we're like in it together. That's my work buddy. Like, ew, work buddy sounds kind of gross, but like she's there most days that I work. So we always like get to see each other there and kiki. And then Ephraim is like my home buddy. So we just, those are my friends that keep me smiling, and I'm very thankful for them as well. And this is very sweet of you. Hilarious. The next one says ATs. And I said the exact same thing. Because I really am. And I know that I have a lot of 18 that do follow me on my K-pop Instagram account and my TikTok, and even maybe my other YouTube page. I think a lot of my followers are 18, and like they understand that. I think a lot of them would say that is in like their top things, because some people think it's stupid. I do not. A lot of people say that like they changed my life. They saved my life. Their music saved my life. And people sometimes don't understand the weight of that because they think it's like not serious or not possible. But I'm like, you're actually wrong. Sorry, you're wrong. Art does have the power. It really does. It really does have the power to heal someone, to help them when they're struggling with mental health. Like, it really can, or even just boost their mood. Like I said, their content gives me laughs, it gives me joy. And if I were to have a not so great day, like, not so great days can lead to some dangerous things, I'm not gonna lie, but like they can help you, they can keep you and save you from that, and that's powerful. I took it dark, but you might have just been saying like you're thankful for ATs because you just love them. You just love them and you're a stan. Like, either way though, we're thankful. Either way. The next person said a job, LOL. They're thankful for a job. So maybe they were without a job before that or last year. I don't know the story behind this, but well, I said same thing. I'm very thankful for a job, and I'm thankful that you have a job as well, even though I do not know who you are. Thank you for submitting, and I'm glad you have a job too. The last one said you, and that is so sweet. So sweet. I definitely feel loved. I not just by this comment. I feel loved this year. I feel very loved by me. That sounds so, I know. That sounds so ew, but like I feel loved by people, and I should just stop. I should just stop right here. I do feel loved by people this year. I feel disliked by people, of course, but like I'm grateful and thankful for the people that I've met and the relationships that I've made. I actually love these posts. I don't know if you've ever seen those posts where it's like, send this, it's a reel or something. It's like, send this to the best person you've met in 2025 or like this year, or, you know, things like that. Something about me is I will always do it. I'm always going to participate. Okay. And then I'll literally be thinking about it. I'm like, oh, I was like, okay, I actually met them a long time ago, even though we hang out more now. So it's like, I really do the math of it. I'm like, who did I meet this year that I'm close with? Honestly, I did one of those recently, like the whole 2025, because it said it's coming to an end, which I guess it is. But yeah, it was like your best person you've met this year, 2025. So I really was thinking, and I sent it to, this girl, Ashley King. Shout out Ashley King. She's a model and esthetician that I met at a casting, and we just clicked. She does facials, so I went to her and got a couple like hydrofacials. I think I've done like 3. She's just super cool, and we clicked. And like, out of the people, I haven't met a whole lot of people this year that I really stuck with, that I like didn't know from past years, and she's really the one. So I'm glad I sent that to her, and hopefully that made her happy that day. So I'm gonna be doing that for the remainder of 2025. I'm gonna be trying to make people happy. I'm gonna be trying to spread joy. I've felt like a much nicer and happier person lately, and I say that like within I don't know, this fall, like I want to say since August, but maybe even in summer, I don't know. I just feel like a nicer, happier, more balanced person. So that's good. Hopefully I'm lovable enough for a really fine man to come in, but who knows? 2026 though, wreaking havoc immediately. January 1st, it's over. January 1st, I'm mad again. I'm mean. I'm a bully. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to be a bully, you guys. I am going to bully you into subscribing to the channel. I am going to bully you by keep uploading. I'm going to bully the whole internet by keep pushing my content out. Okay? So if that is the worst thing I can do, then I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to be bad. I was a bad girl. I did some bad things. More singing on episodes to come. I want to do some Christmas episodes, so really get into that. Really look forward to that, okay? I want to do all types of Christmas ideas. If you have any ideas, you can message me, comment below, whatever you want to do. But I definitely want to do some fun Christmas ideas and fun segments related to Christmas. I started putting up decor yesterday. It's a little earlier for my liking, but my parents started doing it, and it was just like, okay, let's just get it out there. But I want to do some fun Christmas things. I think it'll help me get in the spirit, and I'm trying to bring back that like childhood Christmas vibe. I know it will never be the same. I know it won't, but I want to get like an adult Christmas excitement back. And I feel like this year it's possible for me to get it because, like I said, I'm in a better place mentally. I'm in a happier place and better place financially too. So I'm just trying to be like, I get back into the mood. So maybe a romance would help that as well, but it could also hurt that. I don't know. Let's wrap it up. So I want to say to you before you go, happy Thanksgiving. If you chose to watch this, I love you. If you made it to here, I love you even more. And you can follow all my socials. They're linked below in the description, and they're also in the link tree on this channel. They're everywhere. Get me on TikTok at Leckiju212. Get me on Instagram. Get me on my other Instagram. You can get me on Pinterest. I have another YouTube channel. And don't forget to subscribe here, like, and turn on those post notifications. I post every Thursday, and we'll be back next week, hopefully. Really, really hopefully. This has been the Leckiju Lounge. Bye-bye. Love you.